February 24th, 1992. A day that most of you probably do not remember because you were either an infant or a toddler. So now you may ask yourself why I brought this day up. This was the day I was brought into this magnificent world, my birth date. This is not why February 24th is special to me though. Not only is it my birth date, but it's exactly 27 years earlier, February 24th, 1965, my hero was born. The hero being Cynthia Guzman, my mother. Yes, that's right. I was born on my mother's birthday. My father got his timing right. He told my mother I was the perfect birthday gift, and now he does not have to get her any more gifts on her birthday because she had me. She took him up on that offer, believe it or not. She promised she would take care of me always and that she would be the best mother she could be. Well, she has done a good job so far, and she's still going strong. For as far back as I can remember, I've always been kind of a mama's boy. I was always with my mother when I was small. She used to take me to the library for story time. I went with her to work every day. I went on errands with her. She did everything with me, literally. When I started elementary school, she was the parent who volunteered at the snap of a finger. Every kid in my school knew who Mrs. Guzman was, or Elliot's mom, depending on who the person was. I think she was more popular at my school than I was now that I think about it. My mother was definitely the one who raised me to be who I am today. She put a lot of effort into raising me, and I think it shows. I don't know how she did it, but everything she wanted me to appreciate and respect, I did. This is neither the reason she is my hero, nor the reason why she is my hero. She is my hero because of the person she is to everyone and the person she allows herself to be. I cannot remember a time where a person called on her for help and she turned them down. As a child, my father's mother was sick with leukemia. My mother was the one who took her to all of her doctor's appointments and made sure my grandmother always had her medication. She took care of my grandmother until the day my grandmother passed away. Not too long after, my grandfather had a brain aneurysm. Needless to say, she was the one who took care of him as well. If it were not for her, I do not know if my father would still be here today. If taking care of my grandmother and father were not enough, after my father became well again, his father was diagnosed with stomach cancer. Who was there to take care of him? My mother. She would cook for him, take him to all of his appointments. She took care of his house and anything else he needed her to do. About 3 weeks before his passing, my mother was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. This was probably when I started to realize just how much she really meant to me. The doctor told her she would need an operation to remove the cancer from her body, and I was devastated. I cannot believe this was happening to her out of all people. Who would take care of her? My mom was always the person who cared for everyone, and now she needed someone to take care of her. My father and I would have to be that person for her. We did everything we could do to try and be on the same level she maintained for everyone else. It was really hard for me once she started chemotherapy though. She was really weak and tired all the time. And to top it all off, she lost all of her hair, the hair she loved so much. I remember looking at her and just thinking what I could do for her that she would really appreciate. I came up with donating my hair to Locks of Love, a foundation that helps put together wigs for people with cancer. At the time, I was really into heavy metal and rock, and had been growing out my hair for about 3 years. I had 13 inches of hair, which I loved very much, but I loved my mother a whole lot more, and was willing to do anything for her. I went home after donating my hair, and my mom asked why I cut my hair, and I told her it was because I loved her, and if she had to be bald for the time being, I would be bald with her. She cried because she was so proud of me, and I cried with her because I was proud I did something she really appreciated. This event in my life occurred during my sophomore year of high school, and I was a teenager. So of course things between me and my mother were not always perfect. We always loved each other, but we still did argue once in a while. There was one argument that brought the house down altogether at first, but in the end it brought us closer than we ever have been. I will not get into why we argued, just that it was the first time I truly saw her angry, and it was the only time I ever heard her use a cuss word. It was also the first time I had a real heart-to-heart with my mother, and would be the first of many talks that would bring us close. Today we have a real honest relationship. She'll ask me a question, and I will tell her the truth. I learned that she will always love me no matter what, and she wants the best for me. I have not only learned to respect her for being my mother, but to respect her for the person she is. She means everything to me, and I would not want to change anything that has happened between us. Because with every down we've had, we have always come back up. Every time I've come up from a down, I've never come up empty-handed. I have always come back up with a new lesson learned and a new value I hold dear to me. Safe to say, we got through everything okay, and now she has a full head of hair and is back to taking care of my father and me. It is like nothing ever happened because her motherly instinct is so powerful. My mother is the most important person in the world to me. Others admire celebrities and athletes, millionaires and billionaires, but not me. No celebrity, athlete, or wealthy money holder can teach me the lessons my mother has taught me, nor give me the love and caring she has shown me since I was born. My mother is my hero because she always puts everyone before herself. She cares about the well-being of everyone she loves, and even people she's not so close to. She will always be there for anyone who needs her, especially me. I am at the front of her priorities, and she does not know how much I appreciate her in my life. I have the best mother in the world. She raised me to be the strong leader I am today, and is the one who gave me all of my morals and values. She told me I can be anything I want to be, and I can do anything I set my mind to. One day, when I have a family of my own, and a successful career, I will look her in the eyes and tell her thank you for everything you have done for me. I could not have done any of this without you. You are still the one who I look up to, and will always look up to. I love you, Mom. You are the greatest hero in my life, and always will be. I'm sorry that's a little late, but I just wanted to see how my teacher would evaluate me. And I don't know if you could see this. It's a 97. There's a lot of comments that he left, but it's not important. Yeah. I love you, Mom, and you're the reason why I am how I am today. Everything I do is for you and for me. And without you, I don't know if I could do anything. You helped me with school and everything. So, thank you. And I love you.